What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we've got a lot to talk about, so let's get right into it. This is everything new this week in the crew. Let's go. All right, like I said in the intro, there's a lot, so let's get straight into it. The first thing I want to talk about is the brand new playlist, the BMW playlist. There are 7 events in this playlist. They're all pretty okay. I would say there's one event in particular that I like the most out of all of them, and that is actually this rally raid one. This one with the motorcycle does really well. Like, the motorcycle is very well built for this course. But not only that, if you take a different rally raid vehicle, like an actual car, on this course, it is actually fun. It starts off with a giant jump, and then it's got lots of like sort of sweeping turns. There's a couple of little cuts you can do. There's bunches of ramps and jumps, and it is an overall very fun race. So this is one of my favorites in the entire playlist. But outside of that, we have a brand new longest race in the Crew Motorfest, and that is driving ultimate machines. This thing takes around 12 to 15 minutes depending on the class. If you do it with the loaned vehicles, it's like a 15-minute race. As you can see at the bottom there, it gets you some pretty nice rewards, 62,000 for bucks and 33,000 for XP. But let's just for a moment talk about this in general. Let's talk about the money, because money methods I usually save for the end of this video, but I'm just going to spoil it for you right now because there are no new money methods, including this race. If you take a look at what you can earn per hour, this race is not among the best. Now, that doesn't mean it's the worst in this playlist, but it does mean that it can't compete with any of the top 4 methods. All right, so here we are. These are the 7 new events for the BMW playlist. If you look on the very left column, the very first column, this shows you exactly how much money you can make per hour. Now, this is without the 50% boost that is going on right now. If we change this to 50% boost and then we put it on every single BMW race, you'll notice that even the best race, which is this one called I8 Instant Classic, is only $1 million bucks. The best races for money methods are at like 1.3, 1.4. So even though we have 7 new events, these events after doing the playlist are not even relevant. Like, not at all. Not for money, not for XP. They're just useless after you finish them, which I really encourage IVT to switch this formula up and start making this a little bit more even when it comes to the money. Like, they have very set base amounts for their money, like 18,750 or 16,875. Those are really like you see them a lot in other races, right? You have, you know, 18,750 and 16,875. These are like the same numbers over and over again. It's based on like how long the race is supposed to take. But I know that they're doing like internal testing and all that. Anyway, I don't want to make this whole thing about money methods, but this just is so frustrating because we have 7 brand new events and you do them once in the playlist and there's literally no reason to do them at all. Like, this is a boosted amount of 1 million, 50% boost, and you still only get 1 million per hour. So there's definitely something wrong there. It needs to be a lot more than that. I think the boost, number one, the boost needs to be bigger, but also the base amount for these races needs to be bigger. It just does. Anyway, let's move on. We've got a couple of side activities. These are very easy to fast travel to and complete. You've got a bunch of challenges, 25 of them. Let's take a look at the rewards for this playlist. You got a brand new BMW 3.0 CSL, which I'll cover in just a little bit when we get into the new vehicles. For the side activities, you just get XP and bucks. And then for the challenges, we've got CC here on this first reward. You got the M Underglow on the second reward. You got the exclusive outfit for BMW. And then you've got the M Stripes trophy, which goes on your dashboard. Finally, you've got the Beamer Lover legendary title for finishing it. Now, in custom mode, there's 49 events, I believe, 49 events in this custom mode. Anyways, that's it for this new playlist. If you want to unlock this playlist, you actually have to purchase the brand new BMW M Hybrid V8 number 15. This one is the playlist vehicle. So you got to buy this, then it unlocks the playlist, then you can play it. This is actually in the shop for everyone. So go ahead and go buy that and have fun with this brand new free playlist. All right, let's talk about the summit because we have a brand new summit this week. The theme for this week is called BMW Legacy. Here are the summit rewards. You got 100,000 XP, 100 prestige tickets, the BMW i8 Roadster Stellar Edition for gold, and then the Bavarian Nitro for platinum, which actually, like I said, looks pretty cool. If you're looking for a summit guide, I always put out a guide every single week on the night that it comes out, so you guys can check that out. I'll link it in the description. But basically, these events are mostly on the road. Your lines are going to be important, and on the ones that are not loaned, like this one here, Street 2 BMW, you need to have your Nitrochemist set of parts. Same thing with this one here. You need to use your Nitrochemist set of parts. As far as the speed trap, long jump and escape goes, these are all mostly based on parts. You got to have the right parts in order to do that. But anyway, reference the Summit guide that I put out if you want some more help on that one. Believe it or not, the Summit bundle this week contains this M Hybrid V8, and it also has this Street One. Let's see if I can find it here. BMW, where are you? This guy here, the Street One BMW 1200 GS Adventure. You're going to use that in one of the Street One races in the Summit. Those are the two cars, so it's a very cheap Summit. It's only going to cost you 485,000 bucks for this week. And again, we already went over the rewards, so let's talk about new cars. New cars is my favorite part of this video, because this week, guess what? There are 5 new cars. Now, I put out a video earlier about 4 new cars, but the one that I did not include, because there is a 5th one, is this guy right here, the BMW M Hybrid V8 number 20. So this is a different car completely. In the store, it's listed as a completely separate car. My hunch, I haven't had a chance to test this yet, my hunch is that it's exactly the same car with a different livery. I don't see a reason why they would include 2 different handling styles for simply a number change on the car. So I believe it's the exact same car, but you get a different livery option for it, and it is a separate car in your collection. But you have to do this by the main stage. You have to get to level 10 in the main stage in order to unlock this car, and I'm not there yet, so I haven't had a chance to test it. That being said, I will link my test video in the description if you guys are interested in checking out the test, but I'm going to go over all the results right now. The first car we need to talk about is the new Volkswagen, which is actually a Street One Volkswagen, believe it or not. And it's this guy right here, Volkswagen Golf GTI 1800. It might be my new favorite car. If I didn't own the Mark 7, then this Mark 1 would be my favorite new car. Anyways, this thing is actually really good. In terms of test times, it's right here at number 6. It's right behind the newer Golf, and it actually does so good. We're talking 0.2 off that newer Golf. I think this car is super viable. It's one of the best cars in Street One, and it's really nice to have because it's in other games and it finally made its way to Motorfest. It's got a slipstream top speed of 203, and it goes up to 205 with NOS, and I think you could probably hit 206 if you're like going downhill or something like that. But it's got good top speed. It's got great acceleration. It's honestly a little bit better NOS power than the newer Golf, and it runs similar times on my test courses. So that is the GTI. Let's move on to the next one, which is actually exciting. It's in the racing category. This guy here, the BMW 3.0 CSL. To get this car, you have to complete the new BMW playlist, and it gives you this reward. You don't have to buy it. It doesn't cost anything, any bucks or anything. You just do the playlist and it's yours. This again is in the racing category, and let's take a look at how this thing ranks. Right now, this 3.0 CSL is in number 14th position. I know this says 15, but the first row is actually the titles here. So it's number 14 in the racing category. It goes 270 in slipstream, 273 with NOS, and it runs a 237 on staying ahead. I think I can probably push that to be a little bit better on staying ahead, so it might jump up in terms of the rankings, but this car is certainly viable. It's a little bit twitchy, it's a little bit go-karty, but I like that. I think it really does well in like city sections. I don't feel like it does that well on like high speed cornering, but low and like medium speed cornering, I feel like it's really good. So I'd recommend using this thing in the grand races for sure. We'll talk about that in a minute because I'm going to talk about grand races later in the video as well. Oh, and I forgot to mention on this GTI, this thing is purchasable in the store. I believe it's a year 3 pass car, so you have to wait until next week if you don't have the year 3 pass. And if I'm wrong on that, someone please correct me in the comments, because I actually do have it, and I think I just got it in my inventory. I don't think I had to buy it. That's why I think it's a year 3 pass car. But it'll be available for everyone. It's going to be in the shop. If it's not right now, it will be next week. All right, let's talk about this M Hybrid V8 number 15. This car is actually very good. It has one really annoying trait, and that is if you give it too much steering input, you lose the back end like really fast, and it's not controllable. I do not like it for that reason. It feels to me like the car just is unpredictable in certain scenarios, and that's something that I really can't get used to. Now, that being said, if you don't get bothered by that, it's got insane NOS power. It's got great acceleration. It handles fairly well, except for that one thing that I'm talking about. And it is actually controllable in most scenarios. Like, I think a lot of newer players, people with maybe less skill or undeveloped skill, those people I think are going to gravitate towards this car because it accelerates so well that it can sort of bail you out of scenarios. Like, it makes it to where if you make a mistake, you can sort of bail yourself out with a little bit of NOS. And I like that. I think that's good. We need cars like this. But it's not going to take down the T50. The T50S is by far still the best car in the class. This one does not gutter very well. The T50 gutters excellently. Like, the T50 gutter is better than anything in the game, basically. Because of that, I can't say it's going to replace the meta. Let's talk about the test times real quick. So, test times for this guy. It is up at number 5 right now. 269 in slipstream top speed, 272 with NOS, a 235.9 on staying ahead. And like I said, puts it at number 5. It is a top 5 car, 100%. It might actually be the second best racing car in the game. And I think that's obviously a little bit situational, but the T50 is like this, and then this one might be the best of the rest. All right, lastly, let's talk about the Mercedes AMG 1 Motorsport Styling Package Star Edition. I see I messed it up. Too many names. Mercedes AMG 1 Motorsport Styling Package Star Pattern. Got it. This is a brand new car. This was the Summit reward for last week. This car is pretty good, actually. Look at this test time. Right there at number 3. It actually beat out the Agera just slightly in terms of the time. Like, what is it? 9/100ths of a second or something like that. Anyways, it's basically the same in terms of the test times with the Agera R, but that doesn't mean it's faster. The AMG 1 is good, but it's definitely a little bit understeery. And because of that understeer, you really can't even consider it like top of the class. Is it viable? 100%. It is very, very good. It goes 303 in slip, 306 with NOS, which is better than the Agera, but as soon as you get into some turns, the Agera is going to walk all over this thing. I can't really make any claims like, oh, this is the best of the rest type of car. It just understeers too much to be like, you know, really, really good above anything else. All right, real quickly, let's go over the vanities for this week. We got the Yellow Line Underglow, the Arctic Tire, and the Rally White Tire. All of these are okay. We've got the Endurfix Energy Lines tire, which is just a tire with, looks like purple, blue, yellow, white stripes. We got the Yellow Lines. We talked about that. Yellow Lightning Smoke, usually about $7. I happen to have this one already. And then we've got the Crown Shape Smoke with the Gold Dynamite Nitro, as well as the Red Segment Underglow. Very meh vanity shop. I don't know. It's whatever. They're all right. They're fine. Let's take a look at the custom bundle for this week. The custom bundle this week is an M8 competition coupe. So you get the car, you've got the dense drift smoke, which, by the way, let's look at this preview real quick, because the dense drift smoke does look pretty cool. It's just denser. There's more of it. And I like that. I actually do like that. On top of that, you've got the Raging Blast Nitro. Let's see what this looks like. Show it to me, please. That looks pretty nice. I like it. It's not bad. Of course, we've got the Red Wings Underglow, which are just red wings as an underglow. And then the black tint and the official style number 2, which, by the way, those wheels are, you know, you just purchase those whenever you're customizing cars. So that doesn't increase the cost of the bundle here. But because I don't have these 2 smokes, I might actually buy this. Oh, I don't have enough CC. I was thinking about buying this because I've been eyeballing the dense drift smoke for a while now, but it's $35,000, which means it's $3.50 for me. If you guys didn't own any of these vanities, it would be $50,000. It would be $5 essentially for all this stuff. I think that's a great deal. I think that's a great deal. All right, let's move on to the custom show real quick. I registered a car. This week's restriction is BMW, and I registered a really ugly car. So let me show you what that is so you guys can vote for me, because I need the votes. It's this Z4 here. It's so ugly. It's just so ugly. Please go find my watermelon car and make sure you vote for it. I need the votes. I want to get platinum this week. And the reason I want to get platinum this week is because the custom show is featuring a brand new set of vanities every single week. I think this is like the first time ever that all of these vanities are actually brand new. So let's take a look at this. We got the Steel Champion tire. It's whatever. It's just a regular tire, but it's new. Then we have the Red Brackets tire. Again, not anything special, but new. Then we've got the White Retro Backfire Nitro. I like that a lot. It kind of looks good. A little icy. Kind of looks cool. And then we've got this rooftop, which I can't zoom in on, but this is the off-road rooftop there. This particular week, I am trying to go for platinum because I do collect the vanities. Not that I might use it, but just I want to add it to my collection. All right, and finally, because you guys have all been waiting for this part, the Grand Races. The Grand Races this week feature 2 different modifiers. You've got Main Stage, which is right here, and you've got the No Collision, which is right here. The Main Stage is a BMW restriction only, which means we're going to jump into this. We've got Drift, Racing, and Street Tier 2. And that means if you're on direct mode, you can't play during this modifier when it has drift, because the BMW drift car does not turn with direct mode. And I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about here. We're just going to go in. This is going to be an absolute murder fest for me because I won't be able to turn the car. This is a bug that I really wish they would take care of. Honestly don't even know if it's a bug more so than it's just like a design flaw. But basically, you have to use this BMW. So let's take a look at our car choices here. You got to use a BMW. And all of these drift BMWs actually just lock up the wheels when you go to turn it on direct mode. If you're not on direct mode, you're not going to care what I'm talking about. And then you get a chance to use one of these. I'm just going to go with this 3.0 CSL. I'm going to tell you the best cars here in just a moment, but I want to demonstrate this for you. We'll go with the M3 CS. Actually, while we're waiting on the drift cars, doesn't really matter, but I guess the Red Bull Drift Brothers is the best of the three. As far as the racing cars go, I would do the V8 Hybrid as number 1, and then the 3.0 CSL as number 2. If you want a third option, you can go with the M Performance M4. That would be my third option, but these two new ones are going to be a little bit faster. So anyways, we're going with this guy. And then for Street Tier 2, you've got the M3 CS. That's going to be my recommendation for number 1. You got the M4 CSL as number 2. This one's a little bit harder to drive, being that it's rear wheel drive. This one's actually all-wheel drive. So those are the two I'd recommend. Outside of that, this Rivals Edition M5 CS is actually really good. You can also use the regular M5 CS. Those also very good. And then outside of that, the BMW M2 is decent, as well as all of the Z4s. And every single like variant of the Z4, you can use one of those. But the two that I highly recommend are the M3 CS and the M4 CSL. Those are the ones that you want to go with in Street 2. All right, here we go. Lock them up, dude. That's what we're calling this. Lock them up. All right, we're going straight, so this is nice. Can we just keep going straight? Can we get like a highway route? Look at all these BMWs, dude. Nobody has a wrap on it. Oh my god, okay. We're fine. We're fine. There's nothing wrong. So far, so good. Not a bad deal here. And we're going straight. That's what I'm talking about. It just locks up. Locks up. Look, just go straight. Oh my god, be glad you're not on direct mode at this point, because this makes this completely unplayable. Look, I can't even stay in the gutter. The car just literally drives straight. I can't do it. What is happening right now? And somehow I'm still in 15th. All right, we're gonna do our best here. Sorry, the wall is our friend. How much longer we have in this section? Oh my god, we actually have to go down all of those hairpins. This is a nightmare. This is an absolute nightmare. How am I in 9th, bro? All right, handbrake. Handbrake is the key. You gotta swing the back of the car and handbrake. All right, we're getting it. Nope, we're not getting it. All right, we're doing okay though. We're still kind of like in the thick of things. That's a tree by somebody. Come on, man. Can you just stay? I should have went across the dirt like that guy. I can't do it. I can't even drive the car. I'm falling so far behind that I'm not going to be able to make it up. All right, we're still in 11th though. This has got to be comedy for you guys. Oh my god, we survived. We made it to the thing. Let's get into the racing. Let's go. I don't even know what I hit there. Here we go, dude. We're making a strong comeback here. Can we come back? That's the question. Oh, look at this. I didn't know where I was going. I'll be honest with you. I had no idea where I was going. All right, it's all right. Our goal is podium here. The guy in first is gone. There's no catching that guy. 54%. We got a podium on this. For the video. Oh my God, over the roof. Let's get it, dude. Okay. No nos. Weird transition. Into the M3 we go. Can we get podium? That's the question. I do not know this route, dude. We got some gutters. We got the right car to do it. All right. This is within reach. Second place is within reach. All right, let's see if we can hold on to it now. Just gotta maintain gutters and not overdrive this car. Okay, going off this little thing. We survived. Holy shit, how did we survive? That was a close one, dude. I took that corner so slow. But we survived. Ladies and gentlemen, after all of that, we ended up in second place, dude. There's no way. GG's. And the flip. That's what I'm talking about. Ooh! Little tap back. All right, just to end this video, I want to go through some of the other classes because I haven't been able to sit here and watch like a full Grand Race rotation to find out if there's other classes besides Street 2 and Racing and Drift that are popping in the main stage. And I want to give you guys the best cars to use for each class. So let's just look at Street 1 really quickly. I think there might be a Street 1 main stage, but let's just take a quick look. So if we sort this by brand, and we look at BMW, the best BMW right now is the M3, either the Sport Evolution or the regular M3 or the Special Edition M3 as well. The M2 is okay as well, but I don't necessarily like it too much. I think the M3 Sport Evolution or the 2000 M3, one of those ones is going to be your choice for Street 1. Now, we talked about Street 2 already, so let's move on to Hypercar. If there is a hypercar situation, there's no BMWs in hypercar, so you don't have to worry about that. We've got the racing covered. I don't think there's any BMWs in motocross. Rally Raid, there is a BMW. We all know which one it is. It's the Z4. That's gonna be your option for Rally Raid if it comes up. And as far as rally, there's no BMW rally cars. There's no BMW monster trucks either. So I imagine it's just those categories like Street 1, Street 2, racing, maybe rally raid, but I'm not 100% on that. So anyways, those are your cars, and that is this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, send me a DM on Instagram or Discord. I read every single message that comes my way. Thank you for watching. I will catch you on the next one. Trigger out.